Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis. I just got a little box in the post the other day, and I don't know if you can guess, but it's a huge order that I placed for ColourPop. I went in and I got the Mar and the Soul palette. I got the new foundation. They were doing a promotion with the, I think with this, if you spent over $50, then you got like either, I can't remember what you got, but you got one or something else, and I ended up getting a lip kit. So it's the liquid lip collection, so I'm pretty excited about it. It looks like this on the palette, and it comes with 3 liquid lips. I got Top 8, Echo Park, and Hypnotize. They're ultra satin lip and then an ultra matte lip. So I got, okay, so an ultra glossy oh my god. Ugh. So I got an ultra gloss, which is this one. I got an ultra satin, and then I got an ultra matte lip. I've never tried any of ColourPop's lip products before, so I'm really excited about this. I will swatch those for you later. Then I got the Mar palette, as well as the Soul palette. So in this one, I think I'm going to play with the Mar palette, which is the one with all the really pretty blues, if I remember correctly. So I'm just going to crack this sucker open real quick. Oh, it's pretty on the front. It's all like, oh, color shifty, pretty. Okay, so this, well, these are pretty small pans. Actually, these are quite normal for ColourPop's pans. So this is what they look like back here, which is more true to color I have found. So this is the Mar palette. You've got 1, 2, 3 mattes, couple metallics. So yeah, that looks like that's gonna be fun. But the one thing I'm most excited about is this no filter foundation, dude. So I went and did the color match online, and I used my Fenty foundation to match me. I also got the setting powder. I think this is, translucent setting powder. And then I got the concealer that they recommended for me. Now, I cracked this open because I wanted to take a look at it. I've been using Light 16 for yonks now, and they have suggested that I use Light 10. So we're gonna give it a go. So if you are interested in seeing me review a shit ton of ColourPop stuff, as well as the new foundation and setting powder, then keep watching. All right, so what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna go in with my Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, take off my spectacles, because I know how this foundation primer performs with, I got too much. I keep doing this. I get way too freaking much. Not like it makes me greasy or anything like that. I just feel like I'm kind of wasting the product a bit. But I know how this primer performs with a couple of my different foundations. So I'm quite comfortable using this to do a review video. It's like most of the beauty influencers, like the big ones, because I'm definitely not one. But one thing that the beauty influencers say is that they don't want to switch up their routine because they know how certain products react with each other and how certain products work with each other. So I'm going to go along that vein, and I'm going to use my Silk Canvas. I have been loving this primer, and I am so glad that I splurged. Like, I know it's terrible because, like, but it goes back to the whole you get what you pay for thing that I just posted. So, you know, if you want more of my theory on that, then go watch that video. But so what I'm going to do is I've unlocked this. It has a locking mechanism on it. And so I'm going to pump this because I have seen a few of the reviews where it was really liquidy. So before I do that, I'm going to get my translucent powder open and red eye. Okay, dokie. Oh, and I also realized something, because I've never heard the word peony pronounced before. I always thought it was peony, and I recently heard it spoken, and I was like, oh no. I put up a video where I was mispronouncing it, and now I look like a dill. So that's just my little confession for today. My little Amelia fart confession. This is my confession. Yeah. Oh. Oh my. Wow, that is really too... Okay, I'm gonna blend it in to the rest of my face. Oh my god. Oh my god, I knew this was gonna happen. I knew that I was darker than this. Oh, and what's worse is like I can't really see. Like I'm gonna have to actually use bronzer, and I never use bronzer. Holy crap. Hashtag super disappointed. Although I do want to say that I think I only used like 3 pumps on here, and it's basically covered my entire face. I'm just gonna check and see if I've got a little... I do have a mirror. It's a little teeny tiny mirror, and it's all fogged up because it is freezing cold in this house. And here I am wearing a singlet and a sports bra. This mirror is really foggy and really dirty, and it's hindering my review. Oh, it's got a thing over it. Derp. Oh, I'm such a derpy McDerperson. See, that's much better. Much better. Derpy McDerperson. That's my new name. Hope you like it. For the 3 or 4 pumps that I did, I just did my whole face and down my neck. This color is on camera. It is so pale, like so pale. It doesn't look like, yeah, no, it looks pretty bad in person. I'm not gonna lie. I will definitely, I don't know actually, like, I guess because it's nighttime as well, I don't have a little bit of daylight filtering in. Like, if I get up close in the camera, yeah, I feel like I look really ghostly, and it doesn't help that my, you know, big circles are sitting up bright and shiny for everybody to see. All right, so I'm going to go in with this light 10 concealer. Like I said, I normally wear the light 16. It doesn't look that much lighter. Like, that's the light 10, and that's the 16. And they don't look that much, like, that different, to be honest. All right, maybe this is, I'm going to mix this up a bit because in transit it does have a tendency to separate, and it's happened with every single one of my ColourPop concealers. But it's not a big drama, it's easy enough to mix back in together. So I'm going to put on the same amount that I always put on, and I'm going to blend that out. This is really light. Like, this is really surprisingly light. Like, I'm pretty fair, but I'm definitely darker than this. Like, I feel very ghostly right now. I don't know, has anybody else ordered the foundation and found the foundation has come out too light or too dark for them? Because that's just a little bit disappointing. But they only had, like, I think 3 different options that you could choose from. So they had Fenty, they had Maybelline, and I can't remember which other one they had. But, I mean, hang on, let me put on my glasses and see what it looks like. Yeah, there's a huge, like, there's not a super big line of demarcation here. But I just feel really ghostly in this. And maybe I think my skin is darker than it really is. I don't know. But this just looks way too light for me. So now I'm going to go ahead and set this with the translucent powder. Now, I usually use a banana powder under my eyes. But I don't think I need to. So I'm just going to set my under eyes gently. Wow. 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 I am Shooky McSugarton. I'm gonna dust that off a bit. What the hell's going on with the side of my nose? Like, there was just this huge gap of nothingness on my face. I'm gonna dust off my bake because I don't like the bake to sit underneath my eyes for too long. And then I'm just gonna run that. I don't know. The foundation appears to have kind of See, I'm just doing like that, and it's just coming right off of my face. Maybe I didn't put it on the sides of my nose well enough? I don't know. Because I haven't heard anybody complain about coverage. It's actually been the opposite. Like, I haven't heard anybody say anything negative about this foundation. I don't know. It still feels wet on my skin. Getting some more powder. I don't know. I'm not 100% sold on this foundation. I don't know if it's because the color is so wrong, or I'm just used to my Maybelline and my Fenty and the Rimmel. I don't know, but like, it doesn't look terrible. It's not grabbing at any particular point on my face. It's not, I mean, it looks okay. And you know, I paid 12 bucks for it. It does look like it's kind of separated a little bit on my nose. Maybe I just didn't use enough product to cover. I don't know. That's really weird. I'm not dissing it. I don't dislike the way that it looks. I don't dislike the way that it feels. It doesn't feel like I've got anything on my face, which is always a huge bonus. But I just feel, I don't know, I'm not as wowed by this as I thought I was going to be, and I'm a little bit disappointed in that. So yeah, I'm going to quickly do my brows, my bronzer, blush, and highlight off of camera, and then we'll come back. Alright guys, so I have bronzed and done my eyebrows and primed my eyelids off camera. I had to put on a little bit more powder because I didn't feel like I completely like set my face. So I went back in with some more powder. I don't know, like, I feel better now that I've got some more color back in my skin, but there's just a couple spots where it's like, you know, it just hasn't quite done its thing. And I don't know if that's from me screwing it up, because like I said, I've heard nothing but good reviews about this. So I'm kind of thinking it's like an error, like an error occurs between person and keyboard kind of thing, or between chair and keyboard. So I think it's kind of like my problem. So I'm gonna keep trying this foundation out, but I just thought I'd come back in with that little bit of info. All right, so I'm going in with the Mar palette, which is this beautiful thing here. The first color I'm going to go in with is, I believe, Sorbet, which is this color here. I think that's the right color name. I'm not really sure. There's a little bit of kickback in the pan, but again, as I have said in my other videos, kickback does not bother me because you've got a very floofy brush going into something that is a packed powder, and it is going to have kickback regardless. But it's not astronomical, like it's not like a disgusting amount at all. So I'm just running that in and slightly above my crease. I'm not quite sure where I'm going with this eye look, but the blues and the greens in here are just so beautiful. When I saw them on Instagram, I was like, I have to get that. And thus far, I've only got one shadow on, but it's not skipping. The color is very pigmented, and I'm not having to do a whole lot of work to get the color to stick on my eyes. So yeah, pretty happy with it thus far. I'm a little worried about fallout, but we'll see, because the middle shade here, Gridlock, is like super duper glittery. I don't know if that'll catch on camera, but it's like super glittery, so I'm a little worried about that one, but we'll play around with it and see how we go. Alright, so next color. I think I'm going to go in with the color Boozy, which is, I believe, this one here. And I'm going to start deepening that. Put that a little tighter in my crease on the same brush. This is a really pretty fiery orange, and I don't have any orange eyeshadows that I can think of. I don't even know if there's any orange like in my Morphe palettes. Alright, so I'm going to go in with the color Top Down, which is this middle color here. And I feel like I've done like the same look for the past like 3 or 4 videos, but like I want to go in with the blue, and I just worry about how the blue is gonna play with these other colors, because I don't want it to like change the color of the colors, if that makes any sense. So I'm like I'm packing this really deep in my crease, and I'm bringing it I'm bringing it all the way across my eye. Just deepening that up a bit, see? And then I will go in and kind of fade it up just a little bit, but I'm really like focusing it right in my crease and like hugging tightly onto my crease in my eye. That's a really pretty brown, actually. So on the lid, I'm going to go in with the color My Way, which is this one here, which is this like, it's a really pretty like coppery bronzy color. And I'm going to take this on my E4 brush, and I'm just going to pack that onto my lid. That's a pretty color, but I wonder what it would look like if I put some Fix Plus on it. Spritzeroni. Oop, actually spritz the brush. There we go. And I'm going to pack that on my lid and see how that works. Ooh. That almost gave it like a foiled look. That is such a pretty color. Ow, I just stuck myself in the eye. But see, it's given that kind of like a foiled look to it. Oh, that's so pretty. That's pretty much my eye done. So I'm going to take an E9, and I'm going to go in with the color El Rey, which is this top color here. And I'm going to put that on the center of my eye. Oof. Just for a little pop of color. Oh, hello. Yeah. It's a really pretty, like, it's almost like a peachy gold shade. And I'm just going to dust that underneath my brow bone as well. Oh, check that gilded gold out. Oh, I hope to God that's picking that up on camera. But that is a really pretty color. So yesterday I went to my GP's office, and I saw him, and he was like, you know, you don't sound like you're better yet, so I don't want to force you into exerting yourself right now. So he was like, take the rest of the week off and you can try it again on Monday, but until then, be in bed. So I didn't go out today. Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty on that inner tear duct. Can you, I wonder if you, yeah, you can see it a bit better now. That really pretty goldy gilded yellow color. That's gorgeous. All right, so here comes the part that I'm a little bit nervy about. I'm going to go in with the color Detour, which is this pretty blue. And I'm going to run that along my bottom lash line. Probably should have used a pencil brush for this because that looks cartoonish. And that is my fault. Yeah, that looks cartoonish, but it's a pretty fucking color. I'm just going to go in with my Blend and Smudge brush from Eco Tools. I'm going to taking the smudge side, just kind of dunking that in, dusting off the excess, and smudging that. See, that looks much more controlled, much more better. And then over the top of that, I'm going to take on my blend side. I'm going to go in with the color Gridlock, which is that really, really pretty glittery color. I'm just going to dust that over the top of it. Oh, beesh. Oh, okay, I'm going to spray some Fix Plus on it. It looks really pretty. I don't think you can see that frack. Alright. Cat hair be gone. Oh my God. That is sensational. Oh my God. If they came out with a single in this shade, I would buy like 10 of them. All right, I am going to line my top lid, put on some mascara, put in some waterline stuff, yeah, and hopefully I don't look like absolutely ridiculous when I'm done. All right, guys, so we are back. Eyeliner, mascara, blush, no highlighter, are done. I'm going to now swatch the 3 lips and see which one I think would play best with this look. So, obviously the gloss is just a gloss. It is really pretty though. It's got like pink and purple and gold shimmer in it. So this is Hypnotize, and that's what it looks like. It's got that really pretty little shifty shift to it. Then we've got the color Top 8. It feels very liquidy. So this is the matte. Yes, I was right. So it looks like this. That's Top 8. And then the color that's really, really pretty, which is a really nice, like pinky nude, is the color Echo Park, which is the one next to it. But I think I'm going to go in with Hypnotize just because I think that would pair better with the look. So I'm going to go in and line my lips with my Vanilla Sky retractable lip pencil from NYX. Alright, so I'm going to go in with the color Top 8. This is dangerous. I'm going to bring my mirror closer. Oh, that's nice. That's a pretty color. That's a really pretty color, and all it took was one dunk. This is all one dunk. It's drying down really quickly, but it's not like uncomfortable. It doesn't feel like it's drying my lips out. Don't know about this color with this look. From far away, doesn't look terrible. So we're gonna go with that, ladies and germs. This is what it looks like when these dry down, by the way. So I'm actually gonna put the gloss on top. Maybe not have it all so matte. It's kind of pretty. It smells like caramel. That's what it smells like. It smells like caramel, and it's really comfortable. It's a little sticky, but not uncomfortably so. Not like like it's really easy to put on, and it's comfortable and it smells amazing. So okay, back to what I was saying. Let's get into the review. Okay, so let's start with the foundation. One, I feel like it might be maybe a shade too light for me. In person, I definitely do feel like without the bronzer, I would look like a ghost. So I think I might need to go up a shade in darkness. The concealer, I have used the concealers over and over and over again in almost all my videos, and I'm really, really pleased with the concealer. The color, I don't know. You guys tell me, what do you think? I'll take a few pictures and see what I reckon, but I don't know. Maybe I'll try side by side and see what I think. With the light 16 on one and the light 10 on the other eye, and we'll see how that goes. The powder. I just feel like for the amount of product you get, for what you pay for it. Let me just, my Laura Mercier, you get net weight 1 ounce, and you get 0.3 of an ounce. So, like, you're not doing so crash hot there. 8.5 grams, and the Laura Mercier is 29 grams. So you're looking at what, 3 times, almost 4 times the amount of translucent powder. The price point is nice. 12 bucks for this, I mean, or 9 bucks, whatever it was, is not a bad price point. I just worry that it didn't feel like it went as far as like as my normal powder does, as far as like how much I use and have to like get around my face. So the foundation, I do want to wear a couple more times before I give a definitive yes or no on this. I like to do that with all of my foundations. I do feel like in a couple of spots, it has kind of done some wonky stuff. So I don't know if that was an application error or if my skin is just being a biatch today or what the go is. But yeah, I don't hate it. It doesn't feel like I have anything on my face, so it's super duper comfortable. And let's see what else. The eyeshadow palette. I know I look like a fucking clown, but I really, really like this palette. It's super fun. It was super easy to work with. The color story is a little hard to work with. Like, it's when you have these beautiful neutrals and then you throw in these, you know, bright splashes of color, I think that sometimes that can be intimidating for some people. It certainly was for me. And I like to experiment with different eye looks, different methods, different techniques, and that sort of thing. So, and I am by no means like a really like super innovative when it comes to makeup looks and that sort of thing. But that being said, the colors worked perfectly. Cannot complain about that at all. Really love it. And for what, $12 for 9 shades? That ain't bad. And it comes with a mirror as well. And so this, I feel like, would be really easy to travel with. I feel like it'd be really easy to chuck in your bag for you to have around if you need to touch up it throughout the day, or even just have a, you know, a decent size freaking mirror. The lip products, the satin lip that I used, super comfy, glided on like a dream, super opaque, no issues. The gloss is kind of collecting. As you can see, it kind of collected and moved into the corners of my lips. Now, I don't know if that bugs anybody else, but for me, that's like, it's like one of those types of things that just squeaks you a little bit. So I would probably wear the gloss on its own. I don't know if I would wear it with a lip color again. The colors were beautiful. I'm really happy with the trio that I got. So pretty excited about that. So overall, I'd say that I'd probably give, I'd give the foundation a possible, a maybe. The translucent powder, I can live with or without it. The eyeshadow palette, really liked. The lip products, really liked. Concealer, obviously, you know I already like that. So, other than that, guys, I don't really have much else to say. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.